And good morning and good afternoon, dear friends and colleagues. Thank you very much for attending the ID Model Project conference. And the ID model, many people ask me, what does it mean? It means inclusive digital model. So we are working at developing an innovative business model for inclusive development in the digital world. So I'm presenting on behalf of the project team today our research findings so far. I will share the screen first. So I will present on behalf of the project team today on the digital business model innovation for inclusive development. And I think there is increasing consensus in the world that we should build a more inclusive and sustainable world. And also this mission is very urgent, and we have to achieve this goal according to the United Nations 2030 SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. We have only less than 10 years to achieve our goal to build a more inclusive and sustainable world and leave no one behind, as Tokyo emphasized at the end of his talk. And also there is increasing recognition that there is an important role that science, technology, and innovation can play in achieving these sustainable development goals. And the rise of the digital technology in particular can play a very important role in building the inclusive society. And in recent years, following the development of the fourth industrial revolution, the digital revolution from the computers, internet, and the mobile phones, and now we see another kind of new technological progress, which is emergence of short video platform. These short video platforms that they have allowed some content-based value creation in the grassroots. The short videos, which means they're very short, which does not have impose a high requirement on the digital infrastructure. And this video communication also allow many people who are illiterate, who cannot read and write, to communicate and also show their value and also learn from the rest of the world. So this short video platform, the emergence of this technology, and has very important implications for inclusive development. And it leads to a new type of value creation, which is content-based value creation activities. And however, there is a significant gap in the field, in the literature, that the ICT for development literature have looked at mobile phone and internet, but have not paid enough attention to this platform technology, especially these short video platforms. And the business model literature and also the entrepreneurship literature also have not really looked at enough at this inclusive development and the business model innovation for entrepreneurship at the base of the pyramid, and poverty reduction and equality reduction. So this is a gap in the literature. And therefore, we come up with the idea is that we would like to carry out a research to investigate how to develop a business model to transform the benefits of technology into income, jobs, and capabilities in the marginalized society. So this is the key research question of this research. And this research, luckily, we have received the funding support from the ESRC, the UK's Economic and Social Research Council, its Global Challenge Research Program. And So it is funded by the ESRC GCRF program for 3 years. And the project team was led by the University of Oxford and the University of Birmingham, and with support in both Bangladesh and China. So the research actually is a mixed methods based research. We carry out a case study, in-depth case study of a successful case that we identified in China, and generalize a model that can be replicable with a more wider relevance. And also we experiment this in Bangladesh to further understand its impact and the enabling factors for its success in the low-income country context. So this is about this research. As I mentioned earlier, there are a wealth of literature on entrepreneurship at the base of the pyramid. And the literature identified the barriers for entrepreneurship activities at the base of the pyramid. The grassroots population faces significant barriers to enter the economic activities, including the financial constraints, the skills constraints, and in addition to this, and also the information poverty. They are constrained to the access to information, market information, the technology information, knowledge information, and the various information. So this information poverty also is one of the major barriers to economic activities at the base of the pyramid. And the recent development of the digital technology and the literature on the ICT for development also identified the role that the digital technology, ICT, can play in bridging the digital divide, and create an inclusive society. So there are research on internet, on mobile phone technology, etc. However, the limits that this digital technology can reach the marginalized society, there is still a boundary. Like people have to be able to read and also to write, and also the content has some limitations. So there are still people being left out. And also the literature has suggested that the research has suggested that the business model innovation can help the ICT, the digital technologies, to create an inclusive society, and also bring innovations in value creation activity. So technologies need some application, and this application needs some business model, all to combine together to offer a kind of workable solution for the marginalized society. So based on the literature, we developed a conceptual framework that business model innovation on the digital platforms to help to create an inclusive society. So our argument is that the online platforms can help to reduce information asymmetry and the transaction cost, which are significant barriers for the entrepreneurs at the grassroots entrepreneurs. And also there are some social mechanisms, like the role models can also help the poor people to inspire them, to empower them and inspire them. And all these can lead to inclusiveness in income creation, capabilities building, and also increased aspiration for the poor people. And also through the entrepreneurship activities at the base of the pyramid. And this can help to generate income activity and poverty reduction in a sustainable way. So give the rise to the entrepreneurship at the base of the pyramid. So this is a conceptual framework that we developed for the research. So the research, as I said, includes two parts. One part is the field work carried out in China to carry out in-depth a case study of a successful case, which we have done in collaboration with our partners in China, Professor Xing Xiaolan at UIBE. So first, let's see what we find from the case study. So we use an exploratory case study method, and we choose a unique, when we start in 2017, this is the only case, only successful video platforms that are popular in the marginalized society. This is a platform called Kwai. At this moment, I want to also make a statement that I knew yesterday that Kwai, the company under study, has started IPO at Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and aiming at trading at Hong Kong Stock Exchange next week. And however, our conference and their IPO are totally independent. We don't know each other's activity until the final minute. So I want to also, so our presentation today has nothing to do with that. It's an independent process, but we can see it is a successful case. And Wall Street Journal mentioned that it will be the largest IPO in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, So this is a platform very popular in the 3rd and 4th tier city in China and in the rural regions of China. So most of its users come from the marginal society, the 3rd and 4th tier cities China and the rural China. And in 2020, it has more than 300 million daily active users. Daily active users achieved more than 300 million. And it is the top 2 short video e-commerce platform in the world in 2019. So because of its unique, because of its kind of widespread and adoption in the marginalized society, and also because it has been a mature business model, and we choose to analyze it. And it is not opportunity driven. Actually, when we decide to study this company, because we heard its success and its popularity in the marginalized society, we have no access. So it's not opportunity driven study. On the contrary, it's because we know the success and really want to get access to the company. And so I sent emails and requests to many friends in China, try to get access to the company. And the silence in most of the cases until one day, one colleague that I met in one conference, just met once in a conference, and he replied to me, and he knows someone in Kwai, and he put me in touch. So this is really a kind of phenomenon theory-driven choice of the case. And we did interviews, multiple interviews and expert interviews, collected secondary data and secondary data. So this company, as I said, is short video based platform, short video platform. And most of its users come from the rural society. And in 2020, more than 200 million users come from the rural region of China. So more than 200 million residents in rural China use it. And they uploaded 650 million short videos every day. And every day there are 55 million viewers every day from the rural China. So it's really a video for the a platform kind of, liked by the poor. What do they do there? They share their village life. They share their agriculture activities like, fishing and flooring and farming and planting and how to use the agriculture equipment and also some about agricultural policy and other knowledge. So that's what they do. And they also show people how they do handicrafts, and they started from there to sell handicrafts or teach people how to do handicrafts, and they earn income from all these activities by receiving the gifts, the donations, the subscriptions, and also advertisement income. But gifts is the major income. So the business model is like this. We have the platform in the middle, and we have users, two types of users as a two sides. One side are the content creators. They create the videos, they upload, they share in their knowledge, their life, and they sell their products. And on the other hand are the consumers of content. They watch the video, watch the live broadcast, they learn from it, and they're purchasing. And they send likes, they follow, they give gifts, they subscribe, and also and also for the content creators, they communicate themselves, they sell their products, and also there is a self-expression.
Please watch time, Xiaolan.
Yeah. Okay. So the value creation activities, if we focus on the content creators and the consumers, is that they share they create the short videos, they share their knowledge, and also build up the social networking, and they create and identify and create opportunities for their business. They earn income, and they also kind of, you see, empowerment. There are training on the platform. And for the consumers, they get access to buy the things they need. They build social networks, and they learn knowledge. So we see the benefits for both the platform in terms of growth, and also for the users at the two sides: the economic benefits, capabilities building, and the social values. And all these are enabled. So why quite different from the others? Because they have 5 mechanisms. The first is the technological de-skilling. So very simple interface. Multiple communication tools, and you can talk, you don't need to read. So people can post videos, even they cannot write. And also there is a fair recommending mechanism. That's also a key, that it differs from TikTok, etc. So they don't prioritize anybody. It's a fair recommendation mechanism. They provide bespoke supporting system and the training programs to help the content producers to make it better. They also has an interaction enhancing mechanism to enhance the social interaction, because main income value creation come from gifts, like number 1. Number 5, monetization and realization mechanism. You can get the income from gifts, subscription, advertisement, and the direct selling. And all these, many of these come from the social interaction. So they have an interaction system. And all these 5 are kind of coherent and reinforced with each other and aligned with each other. And so this gives the rise to the entrepreneurship at the base of the pyramid, and also helps the marketization of the resources at the base of the pyramid. Some idle resources now being kind of linked and being able to borrow or trade it, etc. So marketization of the idle resources at the base of the pyramid too. And in the research, we also find out there are enabling factors are very important for this. These enabling factors, first is to make it accessible. So investment in the digital infrastructure is very important. That's done by government. And affordable, because the price reduction in broadband and the mobile phone, significant reduction in China, make it affordable. Thirdly is institutional support, regulations to safeguard the rights of the users. And fourthly is technological progress, like the short videos, to enable the illiterate people being able to communicate them much better. And of course, there is a threshold level of digital skills needed, basic digital skills needed. These are important enabling factors. So all these lead us to build a conceptual framework with the enabling factors at the bottom, with the 5 mechanisms to ensure the inclusiveness, and which the outcome is to give the rise of the entrepreneurship at the base of the pyramid and the marketization of the resources at the base of the pyramid. And also we see benefits from economic growth and also opportunity creation for the base of the pyramid, and also wealth creation for the people at the base of the pyramid. So this is the findings from the case study in China. And also now we are carrying out the second phase, is randomized controlled trials in Bangladesh. This is done in partnership with SBK Foundation, our partner in Bangladesh. And what we have done is in 2019, we did a baseline survey, and we developed a mobile phone app we call Hearty Heart. So means hand in hand. And this is also a very easy mobile phone based app with a very simple interface. And we developed a kind of modified and localized business model to run together with the mobile app. And because of the pandemic, we did a second rollout of the mobile app twice. So once in April last year, and the second one in August, September last year. So what we need to do is this year we do the final survey and the evaluation and the analysis. So because of the time, quickly I just share a little findings.
Just 1 minute, please.
Okay. So we see the barriers in Bangladesh. Most people don't use mobile app, and the major constraint is lack of digital skills. And only 1% of the people surveyed say they use this app to find potential buyers. And even the second survey also find very few people use the app to do business. And so our conclusions and the contributions, I think we contribute a conceptual model and to uncover the inclusive result of such innovative short video business model. And also we find the enabling factors are very important. And these policy implications, I want to go through it because it's so important. The inclusive digital model can act as a tool to promote inclusive society. And the life of ordinary people is precious too, and can create income. And this is also a very important message, is ordinary people's life also precious, and they can help them to create income and empower them. And so for policymakers, support content-based new digital entrepreneurs at the base of the pyramid will be an effective route for poverty reduction. Of course, we need to pay attention to the enabling factors about digital infrastructure, training of digital skills, and institutional and regulatory support. So there are limitations and future research due to the time constraint. I can answer questions later. So yeah. I will stop here.